Hello, everyone. Today I am recording the reading of Jackie Robinson, Champion of Equality. When I'm reading the story today, there are going to be 3 vocab words we're focusing on. The first vocab word is gamble. Gamble means to take a chance. So if you plan an outdoor picnic on a cloudy day, you gamble that it won't rain. You take a chance. The second vocab word is hostility. That is a feeling or act of ill will or unfriendliness. So if someone's being unfriendly to you, you're experiencing hostility. And the last vocab word for this lesson is intimidate. That's to try to make someone do something by making him or her afraid. So my older brother tried to intimidate me into doing his chores by saying he would take away my toys if I didn't cooperate. So if you're trying to make someone do something with fear, you're intimidating them. While I'm reading the story today, I want you guys to listen carefully to find out how Jackie Robinson fought for civil rights in sports. Remember, this entire domain, everyone we've learned about so far, has stood up and fought for something they believed in, even if someone else didn't believe them. So they had to go against great odds in order to stand up for what they thought was right. This picture here on my screen is of Mr. Jackie Robinson. Baseball has been a popular sport for a very long time. But did you know there was a time when African American baseball players and white baseball players didn't get to play together? This all changed when a man named Jackie Robinson showed the world what a great player he was. He also showed the world how much courage he had too. This is an incredible story of Jackie Robinson. Jack Roosevelt, or Jackie Robinson, that's his nickname, was born in 1919 in Claro, Georgia. He was the youngest of 5 children. His parents were sharecroppers, or people who worked the land for others for very little pay. Jackie's father left the family when Jackie was just a baby. His mother, Maylie Robinson, moved the family to Pasadena, California, to be near relatives who could help raise her children with her. The Robinsons lived in a small house on Pepper Street. Maylie worked many different jobs to support her family. Despite their hardships, Jackie grew up in a close and loving family. From a very early age, Jackie was a talented athlete. When he became a student at John Muir High School, his brothers Mac and Frank encouraged him to play sports. Jackie played basketball, football, baseball, and tennis, and he ran track too. He played shortstop and catcher on the baseball team, quarterback on the football team, and he was a guard on the basketball team. In track and field, he won awards for his long jump. After high school, Jackie attended Pasadena Junior College. Again, he played basketball, football, baseball, and he ran track. On the football team, he played quarterback and safety. He was a shortstop and a leadoff hitter on his baseball team, and he broke his school's long jump record. Before long, the University of California in Los Angeles, also known as UCLA, offered Jackie an athletics scholarship. So they said, "You're such an awesome athlete. If you come to the school and go to school here, we'll pay for your schooling." That's what a scholarship is. Jackie was happy to accept. While at UCLA, Jackie proved himself to be a good student and an amazing athlete. As a UCLA student, he competed in 4 sports: baseball, basketball, football, and track. Jackie was selected for an All-American football team, which is a team of players from different schools who are the best players in the entire country. When Jackie left college, he began playing football for the Honolulu Bears, a Hawaiian semi-professional team. When the United States became involved in World War II, Jackie joined the United States Army. After 2 years, he was promoted to the officer rank of second lieutenant. Growing up, Jackie had been aware of discrimination. When Jackie joined the Army, he realized that there was discrimination there too. So remember, that word discrimination means that, groups of people who are different in the way they look or what they believe in, they don't really get along, or they're separated. So he saw that in the Army, white folks and African American folks were very separate. Jackie felt the need to challenge these attitudes. When Jackie was in the Army, he refused an order to sit at the back of the military bus. Jackie felt that the color of his skin should not be able to determine where he could or could not sit. Jackie was court-martialed for refusing this order. So he was charged with a crime. That's what court-martialed means. Just because he said, no, I'm not going to sit at the back of the bus. It doesn't matter what color I am. However, at the trial, he was found to be not guilty. Jackie left the Army toward the end of World War II. He was signed to play shortstop for the Kansas City Monarchs. The Monarchs were a team that belonged to something called the National Negro League. It was in this league that African American players were allowed to play baseball. Jackie traveled all over the Midwest during that season of his league. One day, a man named Branch Rickey saw Jackie play. Branch Rickey was the president of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Branch thought that Jackie was such an incredible player. He wanted Jackie to play for his team. The only problem was that the Brooklyn Dodgers was an all-white team. So before the Brooklyn Dodgers manager saw him and said, I want you to come and play for me, he was playing on a league that only African Americans played on. So he was accepted and, there wasn't any issues. But when the Brooklyn Dodgers manager saw him and noticed how good he was and wanted him to come join an all-white team, that's kind of when the problems began, because at this point they were very separate. Branch met with Jackie and told him that he needed Jackie to be very brave. He wanted Jackie to become the first African American to play on an all-white Major League Baseball team program. This was referred to as breaking the color barrier. This meant that before this time, a person's skin color was a barrier or something that stopped them from playing in sports leagues. Branch wanted Jackie to break this barrier. He explained to Jackie at first that he would probably be treated really, really badly by most of the fans and even some people on his team, his fellow players. But Branch was willing to gamble or take a chance that Jackie was strong enough to break that color barrier and change people's ways of thinking. He believed that Jackie had courage and self-control. Before Jackie agreed, he asked Branch a question. Jackie asked, Are you looking for someone who is afraid to fight back? Branch replied, No, I need a player with guts enough to not fight back. So what is that word you guys learned about that means responding to unfairness without taking any physical action? So if someone's being unkind to you or someone's threatening you or someone's hurting you, you have a couple different ways of reacting. One way of reacting is to fight back physically. So if someone comes at you and is shoving you, yeah, you could shove them back. You could hit them, but you're going to have consequences for it because you're reacting with violence. Jackie says, Are you looking for someone that's going to fight back? So if someone comes up to him and shoves him or shouts in his face, is he going to do the same back? And his manager replied, No, I need a player that's strong enough to not fight back. So when someone's in your face screaming and yelling at you or pushing you, it takes a stronger person to not fight back, to not, push back or to not say mean things back, to stand up and be nonviolent. So Jackie needs to be someone that can handle that. Remember, to be the bigger person is a bigger deal. Jackie Robinson agreed to be that man. Jackie traveled to Daytona Beach, Florida for spring training. He began playing with the Montreal Royals, a training team for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Jackie played really well. The most difficult days for Jackie were often when he was off the field and traveling with the other players. During this time, Jackie could not stay in the same hotels as his teammates. So because of his skin color, he had to sleep in a different hotel because the owners of the hotel didn't take African Americans. He could not eat at the same restaurant or diners. Jackie didn't like this one bit, but he was determined to become the first African American Major League Baseball player in the United States. So he kind of had to deal with it. And then it happened. Just 6 days before the start of the 1947 baseball season, Jackie got the call that he had been waiting for. The Dodgers wanted him to play. Sadly, not all of his teammates were happy about this. Some said that they would rather sit out and miss a game than play with Jackie. But Jackie's teammate, Pee Wee Reese, came to his defense. "You can hate a man for many reasons," Pee Wee said. "Color is not one of them." So you can't hate. He thinks, I can't hate Jackie just because his skin's a different color. That's not a reason to dislike someone. On April 15th, 1947, when Jackie put on his Brooklyn Dodgers uniform wearing number 42, he broke the color barrier. As the first African-American player on the Major League Baseball team, Jackie made his debut at Evetts Field before a crowd of 26,623 people, including more than 14,000 African-American fans. So I want you guys to be thinking how he's feeling. He's the first African-American man that's playing Major League Baseball, and he's in front of a crowd of almost 30,000 people watching him. Jackie knew that he would have to be strong and concentrate on the game and nothing else. At first, there was a great deal of hostility or unfriendliness. People called him names, but Jackie just played baseball. Some of his teammates would not even sit with him. No matter. Game after game, Jackie focused on playing, even when the pitchers threw balls and tried to hit him. So he's not being treated very kindly. In one game during his first year as a professional player, Jackie received a 7-inch cut in his leg. It was a deliberate injury inflicted on him during a game between the Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. It was an attempt to intimidate him or make him feel afraid. Still, Jackie refused to quit. He simply said, "I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking of me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being." So, in this game, a pitcher threw a ball at him, purposefully hitting him, and this caused a 7-inch cut in his leg. Now, Jackie could have said, "You know what, this is too dangerous. I am being treated not very kindly. I am being hurt. I want to give up." But Jackie didn't give up. He said, "You can like me or you cannot like me. But what I'm asking is that you have respect for me as a human being despite my color." Later in his baseball career, Jackie hit a home run, a triple, a double, and a single all in the same game. Jackie could run, hit, and steal bases, and play second base like nobody else. His friend and his teammate, Duke Snider, said, "He was the greatest competitor I had ever seen." By the end of his first year of major leagues, Jackie had played in 151 games for the Dodgers. He scored 125 runs and had 175 hits, including 31 doubles, 5 triples, and 12 home runs. He was named Rookie of the Year, and in 1949 he was chosen as the most valuable player or the MVP for the National League. Jackie had proven to the world that in professional sports, it doesn't really matter what color you are, and everyone can participate. During Jackie's career, the Dodgers played in 6 World Series. Jackie played in every single one. He could hit and he was fast. He averaged more than 110 runs per season from 1947 to 1953, and he had a .311 career batting average. Jackie helped the Dodgers win 6 National League pennants and 1 World Series title. These impressive achievements made him one of the best players to have ever played in the National League of Baseball. Jackie retired from baseball in 1957. Jackie said, "The way I figured it, I was even with baseball, and baseball was even with me. The game had done so much for me, and I had done so much for it." So this is a picture of Jackie's number being honored. Jackie Robinson was the first African-American inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He received many other honors too. In 1997, Major League Baseball honored Jackie as retiring his number of all Major League Baseball teams. That's a very special honor, and it means that no other Major League player on any team can wear his number. Every year since 2004, however, all Major League Baseball players wear